everybody. Hopefully you can hear those wind chimes in the background. Welcome to another day of Nature Walk with me and some angel messages for you on this daily live that I challenged myself to do for 11 days in a row. I will share a pocket affirmation with you. We might have a journaling prompt if the angels prompt us. And of course, I will be sharing some angel messages. Today is day 9. I've been doing this is my 9th day, and I'm doing it through the end of the month. So we have 2 more after this, and then we'll see where we go from there. But I do say a prayer protection before I ask for messages from the angels, that these messages be meant for you anytime you come across them. So if you felt called to click on this video a week, a month, a year after it's been recorded, there are messages for you. That's how efficient our spiritual team is. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Devin Dewar. I'm an angel, intuitive, and spiritual teacher, and I love teaching others to connect with their angels and their spiritual team. Your spiritual team are your guardian angels, passed away loved ones, spirit guides, ascended masters, anybody who is assisting us in this realm. Good morning, Anna. Good to see you here. We are doing another nature walk under this fabulous tree because we had an unexpected amount of rain come in this morning, which was really nice. We really need it where we are. Good morning, Miss Annie. And it's really wet and soggy. So I just figured it was a little safer to stay still for this angel message share out in nature. That way equipment stays safe and all that. But it is so fun to just sit here and be under this tree anyways. It's truly magical for me. Good morning, AC. Good to see you too. I'm going live a little earlier than I have the last few days because it just worked out that way. And really, I'm just doing it as soon as I can in the mornings, given whatever other responsibilities I have. So I thought I'd try a little earlier today, although I know for some that's pretty hard. It's still, 6:18 a.m. on the Pacific Coast for those of you out there. But some people get up early and good morning, Frida. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the sweet spot for this because I think sometimes it's fun to get up together and start our day together. And like I said, we've got 2 more days of this challenge I've been doing. Good morning, Akef. Good morning, Dion. It looks like we might have more people able to join because we're doing it earlier. But I'm really grateful you are all here. AC says this is a great time, especially as we gear up for the time change. That's such a good point, AC. I didn't even think about that. So we are out in nature under this really, really old juniper tree in Texas. In Texas, we actually call these trees, we call them cedar trees here. But I didn't realize the rest of the nation tends to call them juniper trees. I went out to visit Arizona, and they have amazing juniper trees out there. And I kept saying, no, those are cedar. And they're like, what's a cedar tree? So I thought that was funny. But we are going to start this day with a lot of positivity, taking some deep breaths. Yesterday was my favorite pocket affirmation I use all the time that we used to start off the week. But again, I set the intention that these messages be meant for you anytime you come across them. So yesterday, we used I am in divine flow. We took a deep breath, and you can use that if you want to, but I thought we'd do a different custom pocket affirmation. If you are new to my channel, pocket affirmation is just a short and easy to remember affirmation that you can write down on a tiny piece of paper and put it in your pocket and take it with you, or you can write it on post-it notes around the house. Good morning, Angie. Good morning, Wesley. I'm so grateful to see you. It seems like maybe this earlier time is working for everybody a little better. Because I guess by the time I was getting on the other mornings, maybe everyone's on their way to work or busy getting things done, right? But it's been really fun to connect with you in the mornings like this. So I'm going to see where we go with this in the future, but I did want to get these 11 days done first and see what's working. For the last couple of days, I've been pulling angel cards, which normally I don't do, but it seems to be really helping with the messages we're getting, because of course we get so many messages out in nature. And one of the big themes we've had with this particular Nature Walk With Me challenge I'm doing is a lot of pairs. Like we saw a pair of jets fly over, we saw a pair of ducks, we saw a pair of squirrels playing in the trees. And it was a lot about one-on-one relationships. So we'll see if those messages continue for today. Ooh, I love it when we get a little wind chime in there. Good morning, Ball Level. It's so lovely to see everybody. Oh, Dion's time is 2:20 where you are. Wonderful. Well, thank you for joining us from wherever you are. You can let us know where you're tuning in from if you'd like to. Oh, thank you, Anna. It does help if you like and share the video or hit that subscribe button. But I'm going to go into some messages here, and I do always say a prayer of protection, asking that I'm only connecting with the highest vibrational beings, and that these messages be meant for you anytime you come across them, and that your spiritual team is so efficient, they know when you are going to see or hear these messages. It's 8:22 my time, which I love that angel number of 22. Switzerland, oh beautiful, Dion. I want to get out there someday, I really do. Good morning, Sheila, great to see you. Much love to you as well. So we were just getting ready to go into these angel messages, and of course, if any other messages come through while we're out here, I will point them out to you. A couple times I've been able to catch them on camera. I learned the other day, though, that I was streaming in 4K, and it got really pixelated right when I was trying to film a beautiful black crane, which I don't think they're called. I think they're called like blue something, but I was really, really amazed to see it go on camera right when we were live, and then I went back to watch and it was too pixelated, so I'm so sorry. Hi, Anita from the UK. Yay, I love going to the UK too. I want to get back out there. I want to take my kids out there. Definitely on my list. So since it's afternoon where some of you are, just know that these messages are meant for you anytime, and you can use these affirmations anytime. And I'm really asking that we ground ourselves for the energy that's coming up. So even if you're watching this a year from now, there's still energy encapsulated in these messages around this very powerful new moon we have on Friday in the US time, which I want to say it's morning, so it may still be Friday afternoon for UK and Switzerland. And oh, you didn't get to go to school, Deanna? Well, sending you love. I have a kid home from school sick today too. And this energy has been really intense. So we're gonna want to really bring in this grounding energy. And so let's do a pocket affirmation. I receive divine healing now. I receive divine healing now. If you want to write that in the messages below, and this can be healing around relationships. If you are homesick, sending you love, healing for your body. This could be healing around something from the past that maybe we keep thinking back on and saying to ourselves, oh, why did I stay in that situation so long? And that's what we don't want to do. We did get some of those messages yesterday. If you missed my live yesterday, please check that out. We went into some big detail about angel messages for you. We also talked about, I answered some really fantastic questions at the end. On Mondays, I go live and do detailed angel messages, longer than I'm doing now, and I answer your questions. Tomorrow, I'm going live at 11 a.m. Central, 12 Eastern, and we're gonna be talking about 5 ways your passed away loved ones talk to you, connect with you, send you messages. And there are many ways they do it, but I was going to talk about the top 5 that I see most often. And then I also have a surprise for you at the end, so I hope you can make it there. And thank you everybody for putting that in the comments below this video. I receive divine healing. And you can do that later if you're not live with me and you're watching this as a recorded. Please feel free to do that in the comments. And I'm so grateful that we are all grounding ourselves this way. And that's how I feel when I'm out under this tree. I feel very grounded and I'm actually enjoying a little bit of sprinkle from the clouds above. It's not too much, but that's another just beautiful energy coming through, is this watery energy. And yesterday, the angel messages were so full of earth and grounding, right? All right, so let's get started with our first message for today. Now, these are the need to turn on my live stream so that I don't lose you guys. Hey there, everybody. Did you lose me for a minute? I apologize. I forgot to turn on my live stream. So yeah, I am starting off with this first message in case that kicked me off there for a minute. But let me know in the comments if you can still hear me okay. Normally I remember to turn on that setting. So this first card that came through, King of Air. This is the Angel Tarot deck by Radley Valentine. And it says, King of Air, brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. Okay, thank you, Anita, I appreciate it. So when you look at this card, where do your eyes go first? There are a lot of unicorns in the background there, and this King of Air seems to be kind of standing in front of them and saying, here's what's going to happen. Here's what I'm going to do, leading the way. And also saying, I'm going to do what I know my heart is right. So is there something in your life where you really need to feel confident when you speak to others? And so when I see that seeking out professional advice, that could be where you need to do more research or get some extra help, because I feel like that can help you speak with confidence. So a lot of times, if there is something we're facing, going in with the facts written down or with really solid advice can help you have the confidence you need to stand up for what is going on for you. So yeah, that's the first message coming through, and we're going to connect it with two more cards I have for you here before I hop off for the day. Oh, is it cutting out for you a little bit? I'm sorry. Yeah, it did. It definitely kicked me off for just a second. So you might be a little bit behind on my stream, may be a little bit behind, and it might be sending it to you a little late. All right, so the second card we got today, and we are going to connect all these angel messages, is Five of Water. Now in tarot, this would be the Five of Cups. And it says, things not turning out the way you'd hoped, not seeing the positive in a situation, and crying over spilled milk. So the message here is to actually ignore that this happened. We can't stop that this happened. It already happened, right? Something in the past didn't go the way we wanted. But we still have these two beautiful cups here that are full of divine wisdom, of love. And there's an opportunity here to take what is still valuable in our life and use it to keep going. So if this has to do with the relationship for you, I would definitely say this is a message to go back to the original reason you got into that relationship. Now, of course, this could be a colleague, this could be a boss. If it's a child or a parent, then it's not necessarily a choice, right? But what are the things that you could do to nurture these cups and allow them to overflow to the point that you can begin refilling these cups, right? So it is really powerful to focus on what you do have instead of on the things that didn't go right down here, right? And it's so true. You can't unspill the milk, right? If it's spilled, it's spilled. We're better off cleaning it up and getting back on track and try affirmation earlier, then we can begin to fill up even more cups. And finally, the third angel card for today is the World, Archangel Michael. It says, a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path toward enlightenment. So this is a beautiful card. It's a sign of success. It's the end of the major arcana in the tarot deck. And it's saying you've come to the end of something and you've done a really great job. So stay in the place of gratitude. Maybe you did end a difficult situation within a relationship. Maybe you did really realize, like, I've gotten through that. I have healed from that past situation, but I also need to remember to focus on what I'm doing next. Anna says, I pulled the world card this morning and the 5 of Cups, so you can't make this stuff up, Anna. That's amazing. Hey, Noelle, good to see you here. We just did 3 angel cards. This is the 3rd one. We started off with a pocket affirmation. Frida says, I did call on Archangel Michael this morning. Great job. Yes. And remember what I was saying yesterday? If you didn't get a chance to see my videos, I answered a really great question about knowing which archangels to work with. And the truth is, if you just choose one at a time to work with on a regular basis, you'll get to know that energy and you'll get to know if that's the right angel to call on. But also, we don't want to not call on angels just because we don't know which one or we don't know the name. So it's really a practice. It's developing a relationship and trusting that you have a wonderful spiritual team. So they are ready to work with you right now. And they don't care whether we know their names exactly. Although I do find it's helpful sometimes to have names just to kind of identify the energy, but it's not a requirement by any means. Good morning, Michelle. Grand Rising. I love that. Thank you for the reminder of how amazing my life is. I love that, Michelle, and I love that you said Grand Rising. That's so beautiful. You pulled the Pokemon card, Dion. I love it. Noelle said, let's call a bird ambassador into the live. I love it, Noelle. Well, you would be the one. Noelle's an expert in birds. We just had a kind of heavy, sudden downpour of rain, so I'm not sure how much the birds are out at the moment. I can hear them, but I haven't seen a lot of them yet. And I just want to say a quick reminder too before we kind of wrap up and tie all these angel messages together that I do have my live tomorrow. 5 ways our passed away loved ones connect with us, and I have a surprise for you at the end. I'm so excited about this powerful new moon we have on Friday. You can start taking advantage of it right now today. Any action you take towards something your heart wants today, there's going to be extra boosts of energy behind it. It's going to be easier, but just remember, one step at a time. We don't have to do it all at once. So let's connect the dots here, right? I love doing that. Hindsight is 20/20. So we started with the King of Air, standing up for what you know is right, getting advice if you need to, then not crying over spilled milk, focusing on the cups that are full. And then finally, this stage where you've come to the end of a cycle with a relationship, a project, a phase of your life. Give yourself credit for how far you've come. And that's one of the big messages I'm getting right now, as it is 8:33 my time. That's an angel number 33. If you haven't checked out my angel number series, there's a playlist on my channel. 777 is coming this Friday, but there's already several other videos on there about angel numbers. And I do see any repeating number as an angel number, even if it were to be something like 1, 2, 3, 4, that's a sequence. I'm going to be doing a video on that, but it could be 8383. And that would still count because it's getting your attention. If you haven't already, make sure you sign up for my free newsletter at devindoer.com to get my gift for you, which is my ebook, Is It a Sign? And it gives you 5 questions to ask every time you see an angel number, a message out in nature like this. And, I'm really just so grateful to share these messages with you. And Noelle, I did see a red-shouldered hawk yesterday on my walk. I got a video of it. So that was definitely an ambassador letting me know it was time to go ahead and start my live. But we're just going to connect all these messages one more time before I wrap up here to say we are the ones who are in control of our reality. And when we get caught up in worry, when we get caught up in what other people want us to do, it can be jarring. It can be jarring to our health. It can be jarring to our daily routine. And so trust that we don't want to give our power away to a lot of the things we're seeing out there in social media, and trust that we are at the end of something that's been a challenge, but celebrate that. Really celebrate that. Thank you all so much for being here. And remember, take time every day to connect with the angels. See you tomorrow.